All right, so Neil, thank you very much for the class and teaching me the very basics of Ebru and allowing me to create my own piece of art.
Yeah, you are a good student. Thank you to you.
Thank you, thank you. But yeah, would you like to tell us a little bit more about Ebru and the art itself?
You know, this is the traditional art and it's almost 800 years old. And we use just pure pigment and oxgal and water, you know. The ancient times, this art just used for bookbinding and age of the calligraphy and used marbled paper on writing. Today, we can apply this art on fabric, leather, ceramic, and metal. Actually,
Oh wow, so pretty much almost anything that you would
yeah,
want
and
to.
human skin also. Yeah, we can apply this art on the arms and hands at the festival. And the people are really shocked and surprised. And I really like to see their eyes to happiness and wonder.
Yeah, I can imagine people at festivals, they see it and it looks amazing and then they put their hand in and put it out and oh wow.
Yeah, it's a crazy moment. Yeah.
So do you still use the same techniques from when it first came here 800 years ago? Or has that technique changed a little bit?
Actually, for the classical art, we usually use the same material. But for the fabric, leather, human skin, we can use another kind of paints.
Okay, so the one we did right now was the classical version of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because this art like a meditation. Because of that, I want to work with children and children with special needs. But Ebru pulled me in, so I decided to. I will be a marbling artist. Marbling has started to use to be art therapy, and you can find some documents about that. And we founded International Ebru Association this year. It's a new, but we would like to work with immigrant women and children and old people, etc.
Yeah, so you would like to help them through art and through Ebru specifically, to teach them a sort of meditation?
Ebru'nun insanlar üzerinde çok büyük bir etkisi var. Hani böyle rahatlatıcı. Ebru'yu hem izleyen hem yapan üzerinde çok büyük etkisi var. Çok eski hocalar da bunu dile getirmişler zaten.
So you're trying to bring more awareness to Ebru and through using it as a meditation tool. Okay.
Tourists who came to Istanbul from the Europe, they saw the marbled paper at Beyazıt and Grand Bazaar, and they are surprised and they like them. I talk about the years when there was no the digital printing, so it's really impressive. And they bought some marbled paper and they took them their country, and they say to Turkish paper for the colorful paper.
Okay, so when they took it back, because they got it from Turkey, they just said, hey, it's Turkish paper, so that's where the name came in.
But after for a while, our main pattern battal looked like a marble. So they say to this art, marbling.
Okay, so yeah, it is today known as water marbling,
Yeah.
right? Okay, interesting.
Originated Middle Asia actually in city of the Bukhara in Uzbekistan, but then spread to India, Iran, Anatolia, and then Istanbul. But in short, we can say this art born in Middle Asia, but it grew up in Istanbul.
Okay, so you guys got it from Middle Asia and then kind of perfected it here.
Anadolu toprakları ve İstanbul her zaman çok karma kültür bir yer olmuştur. Aslında bu mozaiğe benzetilir ama Ebru'ya daha çok benzediğini düşünüyorum. Çünkü Suyun üzerine düşen renkler hem esnekler hem birbirlerinin sınırlarına saygılılar ve yapılan her harekette aslında birbirlerinin içerisine geçmesine rağmen kendileri olduğu gibi de görünüyorlar esasen. Dolayısıyla Ebru sanatının belki bu kadar fazla Türkiye'de, İstanbul'da ve Anadolu'da tutulmuş olmasının sebeplerinden bir tanesi. Biz zaten bütün yaşayışımız boyunca bu fazla renge, farklı kültürlere çok açığız ve bir olarak yaşamayı başarabilmiş milletlerden bir tanesi olarak Ebru'yu da bu şekilde tanımlayabilirim.
Okay, that is interesting because a lot of the times that's also in business. It's not who has the idea, but who made the most out of that idea that counts. So I think that's amazing that you guys took the art form and then evolved it into something that is in today's world a part of UNESCO's World Cultural Heritage. So that is amazing, and to be able to experience it, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you too. Welcome.
So what about your personal connection with Ebru or water marbling? When did you first start with the art, like your first moment with it?
Yani Ebru yaparken aslında teknenin üzerinde gördüğümüz şey dünyada gördüğümüz birçok şeye benziyor. İşte denizdeki köpükler, dalgalanmalar, bulutların hareketi, gezegenler, hücreler vesaire. Ve bunu yaparken aslında dünyayla çok derin bir bağ içerisinde olduğunu düşünüyorum ve kendimle de bir bağ kuruyorum aslında bu esnada. Ve gerçekten bir meditasyon gibi herhangi bir şey düşünmeme fırsat kalmadan sadece oraya fokus olabiliyorum.
So you really feel connected with you and the world when you do Ebru. That's amazing.
Zaten Ebru'nun materyalleri içerisinde su var, toprak boyalar var ve insanın varoluşundan bu yana veya gezegenlerin varoluşundan bu yana iki temel malzeme tekne üzerinde birleşiyor.
That's really interesting and very spiritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think I felt a little bit what you mean when creating art. You can get so lost in it, and because it's two-dimensional, you really have to bring your own creativity and apply the techniques however you see fit in order to create something new and unique. And yeah, it was a great experience, and it's a very good teacher also. Thank you very much for your time, Neil. It was truly a pleasure to take your class and to learn a little bit more about the art of Ebru and what it means to you and what it means to Turkey in general. So thank you for that.
Thank you too. Welcome. I'm really happy to see you.
The pleasure's ours.